All right, guys, welcome to another episode of One Beer Leads to Another. We are on the Central California coast in San Luis Obispo, and we're going to go in and check out Central Coast Brewing. Let's go in and see what they've got on tap. All right, guys, I'll give you a little look of the brewery here. There we go. And there's the swag. Okay, guys, we're back here at Central Coast Brewing in San Luis Obispo. I got a flight. They give you you pay for 6 beers in a flight. It's a good deal, $20. I gave you a little video preview of kind of what the brewery looks like. It's very heavy on the IPAs, so I ended up getting 3 IPAs, 2 other beers, and then a stout. So the first one up here, let's see, do we have our, yes we do. We have our branded tasting glasses, which you know I really like. There's actually some really nice swag over there that I might check out. So the first up here is the Golden, is that what I'm doing? Yeah, the Golden Glow Pale Lager. I'm looking at the menu up there. It's a Munich Helles. And let's see, it's nice and clear, just like you'd expect a Munich Helles to be. A little bit of a nose on it, not too much. Solid, absolutely solid. I can see that being a good summer day drinker. It's nice and smooth and crisp. I'm going to go ahead and give that a remarkable 4 Champleys. Okay, next up here is the Terrifico. I think it's a Mexican lager. I picked it because it says it has sea salt and lime zest in it. So, you know, it's like a Mexican lager. Again, there it is. It's similar in color to the Helles that we just had. It's a little less nosy, if I can use that term, a little less aromatic, I guess would be the term to use, than the Helles was. But let's go ahead and give it a try. Not as impressive as the Helles. It's a little flatter than I would have expected it to be, but of course Mexican lagers can sometimes be like that. But I don't know, I wasn't super impressed with it. I'm going to go ahead and give it 3 Champleys. So next up here is this glass of hazy deliciousness, or at least I think it's going to be hazy deliciousness, that you see in front of us. Now, this is one of their New England IPAs. Normally, my regular viewers know, we would be toasting Stephen Keevil, a big fan of the channel and a big fan of the New England IPAs. However, because its bikes are better and we're friends with the Swars, yes, that's right, the parents of the famous Izzy Swar, and they're huge bicyclists, we're going to dedicate this to the Swars, the parents. So you can see it's got a nice little hazy body there. Oh, nice little fruity nose. I don't think I'm going to be disappointed on this. Wow. That is really good. I have to take a moment here because, you know, I'm stingy with the scores. It's slightly heavier. It's got a slightly heavier aftertaste that I like personally. But in all honesty, it is the perfect execution of a New England IPA. And what does perfection mean here on One Beer Leads to Another? Hold on to your hat, Rachel Goldstein. 5 Champleys. So our fourth beer here at Central Coast Brewing is another New England IPA. It's called Juicebox Hero. Ha ha ha, a take on Jukebox Hero. You can see it's not as hazy, even though it's a New England IPA, it's not as hazy as the Bikes Are Better. I'm guessing by the name, it has a fruitier nose. Not really. It doesn't have a super fruity nose, but let's see what it tastes like. So, the name is maybe a bit of a misnomer. I don't get any juicy flavor from that, whatever. It does have a little bit of a dank aftertaste, and I wouldn't consider it as good well, it's not a 5, but I wouldn't consider it as good a New England IPA as the Bikes Are Better. But it's still a solid New England IPA. I'm going to go ahead and give that 4 Champleys. Okay, guys, our next to last beer here is our third IPA. It's actually a double IPA called Terrace Hill that was recommended by my beer tender. You can see it's more of a golden color. So we've really gone through here. We've gone from sort of the hazy to the less hazy to this is, you can't call this anything other than golden. But it's a double IPA. It has a fruity nose that's halfway between the other two. It's not as fruity nosy as the Bikes Are Better, or it's not as the Bikes Are Better, but it's more than the Juicebox Hero. So let's go ahead and give it a taste. Wow. So again, a bit heavier with the aftertaste than I tend to like personally, but that is a very, very well executed double IPA. In fact, it's a double IPA that I would probably drink again. I'm not a huge fan of the double IPAs just because of that heavy aftertaste, but this is really well executed. Not as well executed as the Bikes Are Better. Let's not go crazy here, but I would definitely give this 4.5 Champleys. Okay, guys, so last up here is this glass of what appears to be very dark deliciousness. You know that, one beer leads to another. We give our ratings based upon Champleys. That's based upon our mentor, Donald Arthur Champley of Antioch, Illinois, who, by the way, might be making a guest appearance in a week or so down in Anaheim. We're going to go do some breweries down there, and I believe Donald Arthur will be on the videos with us, but I don't want to overpromise. So anyways, this is the Peanut Butter Breakdown, which is their Peanut Butter Stout. So let's get a little nose on this. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm nervous about this because we've never had 2 5 Champley beers here on One Beer Leads to Another. But let me not get ahead of ourselves here. But wow, wow. Rachel Goldstein, you'd better sit down for this. That is an excellent, excellent peanut butter stout. The peanut butter is nice and subtle. You get the stout nose on it. It's very well blended. And then they've got the CO2 infusion so that it's nice and smooth. Are you ready for this? We have had here at Central Coast Brewing in San Luis Obispo, California, the first ever double 5 Champley beer. I am giving the Peanut Butter Stout 5 Champleys. Okay guys, we're going to wrap up here at Central Coast Brewing. It says, I'm reading the sign, it says established 1998, so they've been around more than 20 years. You can see the tanks behind me there. Let's see if I can operate the camera properly. And you might even hear them washing out the tanks. They must be getting ready to brew something new, but unfortunately the kitchen is closed. I had planned to have lunch here because the food menu looked pretty good. I read some good reviews, so I can't review that today. But we can give this place 2 thumbs up. In fact, a double 2 thumbs up, because we had the first ever double 5 Champley beer in the history of One Beer Leads to Another. It was the Bikes Are Better, which is the New England IPA, and then the Peanut Butter Breakdown, which was the Peanut Butter Stout. So bravo, bravo, bravo to Central Coast Brewing. I'm going to be out here for about 6 months, so I think I'll end up coming back here at some point. But regardless, if you're ever in San Luis Obispo looking for a good place to have some good beers, I would highly recommend Central Coast Brewing. So remember, if you like the videos, hit the like button. If you really like my videos, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and we will see you down the road, literally and figuratively, on another episode of One Beer Leads to Another.